Hi everybody, we're going to review today the Voltric 8DG Slim. Now before we go into the actual review, we're going to just tell you quickly about the price point of these. In actual fact, most of these rackets, these DG Slim rackets, so there's the 11 DG Slim that we've tried, the 21 DG Slim and the 8 DG Slim, which we're looking at right now. Just looking at the E-zone scoring for them. The prices for the 8 is about £46. The 0.7 DG is about £46. The 0.5 DG is about £40. The 11 DG is about £85, and the 21 DG is 63. So that's the rough price, because I know that you're going to be asking me about comparing prices and so on and so forth. So the 8DG gives us racket number 685 in terms of our testing. Availability wise, 8DG Slim is advertised in Europe quite heavily, so you shouldn't have too much difficulty to get hold of. I would say we'll be selling this one at our racket sale site at www.badminton-racket-review.com, or you can go, if you're in Asia, you can go across the Badminton Bay. There's a link below to both Badminton Bay and to our racket sale site. If you go into Badminton Bay, if the link doesn't work out for you, you can just type in BRR5 in your checkout coupon. At the checkout page there'll be a coupon section where you can enter the code and you'll get a discount on the racket. They're really reliable, they offer really good service, they play the game, good bunch of people, highly recommended. Okay, so the 8DG Slim, let's do the specs first. Balance point on I think all of the Slims, yep, and the 0.5 and the 0.7 are 3U, so 85 to 89 grams. The E-zone testing for this racket shows it to a 92.2 grams. Now while we're on that subject, because I know the questions we're going to be getting, let me just run through that with you. So the Voltric 11 DG 92.3 grams E-zone testing results, the 0.5 DG 92.5, the 0.7 DG 92.3, the 8 DG 92.2, and the 21 DG marginally lighter 91.6. okay, so that gives you a good comparative of all of them. Head heavy balance for all of them too, so balance towards the head. The exact amount though for the 8DG is 308, so bearing towards the head but not massively towards the head. Now according to Yonex, this is a fairly flexible racket. According to our stiffness test results, it is a very stiff racket, so complete opposite reading to Yonex on the stiffness of this racket, and that's quite rare that we have such a difference between flex. And I remember when we saw their rating and ours, we actually retested it 3 times and it came out with the same result. So the only thing I can presume is when we do a stiffness test, we isolate the shaft from this point to this point and test the flex of that shaft, whereas a lot of the machines available, our machine is made bespoke just for badminton rackets and just for us. Most of the machines in the world do it like that, they flex like that, so it's the top of the head from the bottom of the handle, and that will give you a different flex result. G5 grip on all of the DG rackets that we've tested, and maximum string tension 35 pounds, and all made in Taiwan. Despite the price point, they are Taiwanese rackets, so the quality and build is really good. You're not going to have any issues there, and all of them made of high modulus graphite. Now in terms of design, well, they're pretty much the same, to be honest with you. That's what I was looking at here earlier. I mean, the Voltric 8, the Voltric 11, 21 DG, all the Slim range, exactly the same, bar a little bit of colour. Everything is exactly the same. I mean, the programming on the computer was pretty much print it all and change the colour here and there. The graphics are the same, the quality is the same, it's all pretty much the same. The rackets we're trying out here are SP coded. I know there are some technical people out there who like to know stuff like that. Right, so we'll show you the pictures of the design here. You can take a quick judgment call for yourself. If you've seen the 11DG Slim video, it's pretty much the same as that, but take a look at the close-up video. You'll see exactly what the 8DG Slim looks like too. Okay, so how does this racket perform? Well, to be honest with you, it's much of a muchness. When I compare this to the 0.5, 0.7, the scores are pretty much the same, as well as the 11DG Slim had the same sort of scoring. However, sometimes when we do the on-court testing, we do start to reveal a different nature to the racket. This one I would say feels closer to the 11DG Slim. It's everything about it is sort of medium range in terms of heaviness, how heavy it feels, in terms of speed in the air, and in terms of the stiffness. It is actually bearing towards stiff. When you play with it, it does feel more stiff than it does medium flex. I would say out of all of the DGs that we've tested, the slims or the non-slims, this is probably the stiffest one that we tried in terms of shaft stiffness. Overall, I think it's not a bad racket. It has got capabilities. I think for smashing, you're going to have to push it to get really big smash power out of it. I think for singles players, the control levels are okay, the overhead shots are okay. Doubles players, defense okay, drive wise not bad. As you can probably gather, I'm sort of struggling for enthusiasm about this racket. It's not bad. What should we say about this? You know, the reality is it has better control than a 0.7 DG Slim. It has, I think that ultimately I would say, look, if it's a DG racket you're going for, then you know, look at the 21 DG Slim or the 11 DG Slim, because they're better. They're better all round. The game is just better with those rackets. The 21 DG Slim is actually the easiest one out of the whole lot to use, and the 11 DG Slim is extremely capable but more hardcore. You're going to need good strength, good technique, good timing to really execute with that racket well. But I would say the pick of the DG range from the ones that we've tried in this test session, which is the 11 DG, 0.5, 0.7, 8 DG and 21 DG, is the 11 or 21. If you're an intermediate or beginner, I'd say go with the 21. Okay, hopefully that helps. I know that the 11 DG Slim is a more expensive racket, but the 21 DG Slim is not bad. It's sort of priced in between this 8 DG and the 11 DG Slim. So what am I saying specifically about this racket? I'm saying that, you know what, why would you buy it really? You know, there's, like I said, if you're Yonex fixated, then I'd go towards the 21 because it's better, easier. If you're not Yonex fixated, or if you're not Voltric fixated, let's take it out one step, then you've got the Astrox 39, which is better than all the rackets I've just mentioned. It's a great racket. If the price is too high for you, then you could go down to the Astrox Smash. Again, easier to use. The weight class is completely different though. The Astrox Smash is super light. And if you're in the 40 to 50 pound range, you know, the only reason you would be going for these Voltric tri-voltage systems is because you're looking for a heavier racket. You like heavier rackets and slightly stiffer rackets. In that case, again, I would go to the 21 or 11 DG Slim. If you don't care and you want to stick to the 40-50 pound mark, and you just want the best racket, then Abroz dominate that. They dominate the 40 to 50 pound mark. There isn't a brand on the planet that is going to give you better value for money than Abroz. The racket quality is excellent. The designs are pretty boring, but the racket, your game will benefit from using those rackets, and you're not spending a lot of money. The Hammerhead, the Venom, the Nano 9900, the Force Light, all supreme rackets. Can't compete. You know, none of these Yonex rackets can compete with their performance. That's the reality of it, unless of course they're too light for you or they're too flexible for you. That's different. If you want something stiffer and heavier, I've already said what you should do. I'm trying to think how else this could be helpful to you. If you're thinking, why Abroz, why always Abroz? Well, they are great, that's why Abroz. But if you really have got an issue with it, then look at the Apex Nano Fusion Speed XR or the Asgardia. Okay, there isn't anything else that comes to my mind that we've tested that you should consider in that 40 to 50 pound price range where this racket is priced. Hopefully you found that helpful. We're going to move on to talk about updates, E-Zone now, and the E-Zone smash test of the 8DG Slim and the maneuver test. Updates for the 2020, the E-Zone will be updated with 5 more tests. These additional tests are aimed at reducing the gap between the E-Zone test results and the on-court test results. We're going to combine them to give you one score, so you get an even deeper understanding of each and every racket you're looking for. The E-Zone will also have a search function. It will have a date and timeline function, so if you want to look at only the most recent reviews, you can do that. The overall website will also get an update with some blogs, training videos, registering your club so people can find your club, so you can spread the word better. We're trying to make it a more interactive site. Now then, if you're not familiar with the E-Zone, we're going to talk about that now. So if you are, before you go, just want to say thank you for your support, for the likes. Do keep that up. Thank you for the subscriptions, and thank you for leaving feedback, and thank you for leaving reviews of the rackets you're using on YouTube or the E-Zone. Must keep doing that. Really, really important. All of that stuff's really important. Supporting us, sharing, subscribing, leaving reviews on the E-Zone, leaving reviews on YouTube. Just think about how helpful it is for you guys when you're choosing a racket. If other people have left reviews, think about that. It's, you know, it's the basis of how people purchase everything these days is reviews, so please do help with that process. Okay, I'm going to talk about the E-Zone. So if you know all about it now, you are welcome to sign off. If you don't, the E-Zone is a platform where you can compare rackets from 19 world-class manufacturers side by side, because we measure and we test all rackets in the same way. We use the same terminology, so you can compare them like for like, irrespective of which manufacturer or which brand or range they are. When you have deciphered, say 2-3 rackets, or they look good, you can then press the logo in the E-Zone and you get to see a detailed page with lots of information on the racket that you should find helpful. And included in that information is a video review of rackets. So that's about as much information as anyone can depart for each and every racket. In terms of the testing parameters on the E-Zone, we test all of our rackets by re-stringing them with Yonex BG65 string at 25 pounds of tension. We use the same shuttles, AS30s, and we use the same player to test all of our rackets. The smash and maneuver tests are 6 shots. If we're happy with them, we average the scores, giving us a smash speed in kilometers per hour and a smash score, and a maneuver speed in kilometers per hour and a maneuver score. The maneuver speed is measuring the head speed as it moves through its motion, so we're essentially measuring racket acceleration. We're going to show you the smash and maneuver test, and immediately after that we're going to sign out. So I'm going to say bye for now. Here is the smash and maneuver test of the 8DG Slim.